My name is Nitya Kalyani. I'm going to tell you about the nomenclature of hydrocarbon. So, first we are going to see about the nomenclature of saturated branched chain acyclic hydrocarbon. This type of acyclic hydrocarbon is named by prefixing the designations of the side chains groups to the name of the longest chain of the formula. The following rules are absorbed. Certain semi-systematic names are retained. This type of acyclic carbon atoms is named by prefixing the designations of the side chain. That is the nomenclature of saturated branched chain acyclic hydrocarbon. Cyclic opposite is known as the acyclic. So this type of acyclic hydrocarbon is named by prefixing the designations of the side chain. That is the substituents, alkyl groups. The name of the longest chain of the formula. The following rules are absorbed. Certain semi-systematic names are retained. So, for example, we are going to first see about the isoalkanes. The prefix iso is used for the branched alkane containing a methyl group and a hydrogen atom at the second carbon atom of the chain. So, as I have already told you, isoalkanes is a prefix word. Iso is a prefix that we are going to use when the carbon atom in secondary position methyl group is attached to the carbon atom, means it is said to be the isoalkanes. The prefix is used for the branched alkane containing a methyl group and the hydrogen atom, this second carbon atom of the chain. So these are all the examples. So how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So buta. So isobutane, because of no double bonds is there, it is considered as an alkane. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So isobutane. So secondary carbon atom, it carries a methyl group. Here also secondary carbon atom, it carries a methyl group. So we are calling it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So isopentane. So 5 carbon atoms are there. So it is considered as an isopentane. And then again it's here 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 means hexa. So secondary carbon atom, it carries a methyl group. So it is called as a isohexane. So once again I will repeat nomenclature of the saturated branched chain acyclic hydrocarbon. This type of acyclic hydrocarbon is named by prefixing the designations of the side chain alkyl groups to the name of the longest chain of the formula. The following rules are absorbed. Certain semi-systematic names are retained. So cyclic opposite is an acyclic hydrocarbon. So this type of acyclic hydrocarbon is named by prefixing the designation of the side chain alkyl groups. So side chain is nothing but a substituent group. Substituent group may be functional group or the alkyl groups, or sometimes it may be halogen group also. So the name of the longest chain or the name of the longest chain of the formula, the following rules are absorbed. Certain semi-systematic names are retained. So isoalkane, as I already told you, the prefix is also used for a branched alkane. It contains a methyl group and a hydrogen atom at the second carbon atom of the chain. So the prefix iso is used for the branched alkane containing a methyl group and a hydrogen atom at the secondary carbon atom of the chain. So these are all the examples. Why the prefix iso is used means carbon atom, the secondary carbon atom carrying the methyl group and the hydrogen atom, it is said to be the isoalkane. So why we are calling it as an alkane means it consists of a single bond, not double bond is there. So it is considered as an alkane. So these are all the example. Isobutane, so 4 carbon atoms, isopentane, and then 5 carbon atoms. Hexane means 6 carbon atoms should be there. So neoalkanes, as I have already explained you about the neoalkanes also, the prefix neo is used for the branched chain alkane containing a quaternary in the sense 4 carbon atoms. A carbon atom directly linked to the 4 carbon atoms. We will be using prefix as a neo. So once again I will repeat, the prefix neo is used for the branched chain alkane containing the quaternary atom that is a carbon atom containing directly, that is a carbon atom directly linked to the 4 other carbon atoms. So one carbon atom is linked to the 4 other carbon atoms. It is said to be the quaternary. So neo the word is using. So how many carbon are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So neopentane. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hexane. Yes, 6 in the sense hexane. So longest possible chain rules. The longest possible continuous chain of the carbon atom is the compound is considered as the derivative of the corresponding alkane. The chain so selected as a parent chain, and any alkyl group attached to the parent chain is called as a side chain or the substituent. For example, so we are going to check about the what do you mean by side chain and what do you mean by substituent. So the longest possible continuous chain of the carbon atom is the compound considered is the compound considered as the derivative of the corresponding alkane. The chain is so selected is called as a parent chain. So the parent chain some substituents, that is the side chain is attached. That is the side chain may be alkyl groups or functional groups, or it may be halogen atoms also. So the main is considered as a parent chain and the side chain is considered as a that is CH3 is a alkyl group, a methyl group. So it is considered as a side chain or the substituents. That's what here they were saying, what is called as a parent chain and what is called as a side chain. So this is considered as a side chain, is a substituent, and main is the parent chain. So so next is if a molecule contains 2 or more continuous chains of equal length, the chain which is highly substituted that contains a maximum number of consists of a maximum number of substituents is selected as the parent chain. So if a molecule containing 2 or more continuous chain of the equal length, the chain which is highly substituted, it contains a maximum number of the substituents is selected as a parent chain. So if a molecule contains 2 or more chains of a equal length, the chain which is highly substituted is called, the substituents will be more, that may be considered as a parent chain. So here one alkyl group, that is one methyl group is here, and then here more substituents are there. So these is considered as a parent chain. Okay. So once again I will repeat from the first. So I'm going very fast. Nomenclature of saturated branched chain means this type of acyclic hydrocarbon is named by prefixing the designation of the side chain alkyl groups to the name of the longest chain of the formula. The following rules are observed. Certain semi-systematic names are retained. That is, isoalkanes means in the secondary carbon atom, methyl group will be attached. So the prefix iso is used for the branched alkane containing a methyl group and hydrogen atom, the second carbon atom of the chain. So neoalkanes means quaternary. That means carbon atom is bonded to the 4 other carbon atoms. That is, quaternary means 4 carbon atoms. So we are using a prefix as a neo. So these are all the example. So longest chain rules. Here we are going to see about the parent chain as well as the substituent group, that is side chain. In longest continuous chain of the carbon atom, some substitution group like alkyl groups of maybe functional group or halogen group. So for example, they are given here, it is the alkyl group is a methyl group. So this is considered as a side chain and the substituent, and the main chain is considered as a parent chain. So if a molecule contains 2 or more continuous chains of equal length, continuous chains of the equal length, the chain which is highly substituted, that is, it contains a maximum number of substituents is selected as a parent chain. If a molecule contains 2 or more continuous chains of the equal length, the chain which is highly substituted contains a maximum number of the substituents is selected as a parent chain. So maximum number of the substituents, it may be considered as a parent chain. So here alkyl group is here, and then here more substituents are there. So this may be considered as a parent chain. So this is the example. The parent chain has 3 substituents, whereas the other equal length chain has 2 substituents. One is a lower number rule, and the another one is an alphabetical order of the chain. So the selected longest chain is numbered by Arabic numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. From that end, which gives a lower number to the carbon carrying substituent. So the selected longest chain is numbered by Arabic numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. From that end, which gives the lowest number to be the carbon carrying substituent. So the selected longest chain is numbered by Arabic numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. From that end, which gives the lowest number of the carbon carrying substituent. So the lowest number of the carbon carrying substituent, that is alphabetical order. Meth is the first, so meth CH3 first, so it carries the number 1. If it is a functional group is absent, that means an alkane do not contain any functional group. In that kind of alkane, the numbering should be in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order of the such chain, when 2 or more different alkyl groups are present in the principal chain, each alkyl group fixed by the positional number is arranged in alphabetical order. That's what I have told here. So meth carries number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are it's a pentane. No double bonds are there. It's a pentane. It's a saturated compound. So pentane. So which is second position carries methyl group. So 2-methyl we are giving, and 2 is a locans, and then third position it's ethyl is there. So 3-ethyl. So always a secondary prefix should be before the primary prefix, and a secondary suffix should be after the primary suffix. So we are naming it as a 3-ethyl 2-methyl pentane. When a series of alkyl radicals, locants containing the same number of terms, are compared term by term, that series is the lowest, which contains the lowest number on the occasion of the first difference. This principle is applied irrespective of the nature of the alkyl radical prefix, di, tri, or tetra, etc. is used to indicate that the total number of the identical substituents is 2, 3, 4 respectively. That is, when a series of alkyl radicals locants containing the same number of terms are compared term by term, that series is lowest, which contains the lowest number on the occasion for the first difference. This principle is applied irrespective of the nature of alkyl radical prefix, di, tri, tetra, di, tri, tetra, etc. It is used to indicate the total number of the identical substituents, that is 2, 3, 4 respectively. For example, so this is the example. Here we are naming, that is in alphabetical order we are naming. How many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 carbon atoms is there. So it is called as a hexane. Why we are calling it as a hexane? That is alkane means no double bonds are there. Alkane is always said to be the saturated hydrocarbon. So, so we are naming now in second position on methyl group. So 2, 3, 5 trimethyl hexane. Okay, not 2, 4, 5. So, so if we are adding this 2, 3, 5 means 10 is coming. 2 plus 4 plus 5 means 11 is coming. So always the lowest number should be there. So 2, 3, 5 is possible. 2, 4, 5 is not possible. So here, how many carbon atoms are there? We will check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 means decane. Why we are calling it as a decane? It's said to be alkane. No double bonds are there. So saturated. Saturated means, you know, we are giving a, how 3, 4, 9, trimethyl decane. This is the name. When 2 or more different alkyl groups is present at the equivalent positions on the parent chain, the lower number is given to that which comes first in the alphabetical order. For example, when 2 or more different alkyl groups are present at the equivalent positions on the parent chain, the lower number is given to the which comes first in the alphabetical order. I have already told you. So alphabetical order, 2 or more alkyl groups are present at the equivalent position on the parent chain. The lowest number is given to the first comes in the alphabetical order. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is said to be the alkane. This is correct, and this should not happen. This is incorrect. So alphabetical order methyl we are giving it as a number 1. So see here. So another example is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's heptane. 7 is not mentioned here. So this carbon carries 7. Seventh question. So 7 means heptane. Why they are calling it as alkane? Again and again I'm telling, saturated hydrocarbon, there is no double bond, heptane. So which position? So third position, 3, 3, here on methyl group, dimethyl, and then 7 carbon atoms heptane. Fourth position it carries a ethyl group, so 4 ethyl, 3, 3, dimethyl heptane. In case of the substituent of the parent chain, it has a sub-branching. The substituent is named as the derivative of the longest chain present in the substituent. In such case, the numbering of the carbon chain of the substituent is started from the carbon atoms that is directly linked to the parent chain. That is the carbon atoms with the free valency, and it is given number is 1. The number of the substituent is finally enclosed in the parenthesis. So in case of the substituent of the parent chain, it has a sub-branching. The substituent named as a derivative of the longest chain is present in the substituent. In such a case, the numbering of the carbon chain of the substituent is started from the carbon atom which is directly linked to the parent chain. So carbon atoms with the free valency has been given as a number 1. The number of the substituents is finally enclosed in the parenthesis. So again, we have completed nomenclature of the saturated hydrocarbon. Now we are moving to the nomenclature of the unsaturated hydrocarbon. So the following additional rules are observed while naming the such hydrocarbons. The double bond or the triple bond should be given the lowest number in the principal chain. For example, so I have already told you, double and if a functional group is not there, we have to give the lowest number to the double and triple bond. If the double and triple bond is also not there, which means in alkane, we have to name it as a alphabetical order. The double bond or the triple bond should be given the lowest number in the principal chain. So here, how many carbon atoms are there? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So penta. So penta. Double bond is there. ENE, alkene. It is unsaturated. Which position? 1, 2. So it in this side means 1, 2, 3. 3 is given. Third, fourth position only double bond is there. So this order means 1, 2. Second position. So double or triple bond should be given the lowest numbers. In that sense, we are using pen to ENE. That's it. So here, how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, pent. So first position carries triple bond. So it is a triple bond. So we are calling it as a alkyne. Alkyne, and it is also said to be unsaturated compound. So when both the double and the triple bonds are present, the numbering of the principal chain should be done from that end, which is nearer to the first multiple bond. That is, when both the double bond and the triple bonds are present, the numbering of the principal chain should be done from the terminal which is nearer to the first multiple bond. That is maybe double or triple. The terminal E in the name of the principal chain is dropped when followed by a suffix beginning with the A, E, I, O, U, that is vowels. The terminal E of the ENE or diene or YNE or di-YNE is omitted as it comes before Y of YNE, but E is not dropped in case of ENE, di-YNE, as in this case, terminal E of ENE comes before di-YNE. So ENE should come, then only YNE should come while numbering. Okay, so these are all the examples. So, so here see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which position we are having a double bond? Third position. So 1, 3 diene, because in one principal chain, one parent chain, that is one principal longest chain, 2 double bonds is present, it should be called as a diene. So how many carbon atoms are there? 5 carbon atoms are there. So pent 1, 3 diene. So here how we will be explaining. So here this to this also same only. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So same only. So how many carbon atoms is there? Pent. So 5 carbon atoms are there. In one parent chain, one longest possible chain, there will be a triple bond, means it will be calling it as a di-YNE. So pent 1,4 di-YNE. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atoms means obviously it is called as a hexane. So here triple bond is there, here double bond is there. So always I have told you YNE before only ENE should come. So fourth position ENE, and then okay. Once again I will repeat. So yes, sir. This is the this is a wait. This one only we are going to see now. So these are all the certain examples. If however when both the double bonds and triple bonds are equidistant from the either of the two ends, double bond should be the lower locant. So double bond should be the lower locant, lower location. The lowest number position number should be given for the double bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is pent 1 ene 4 YNE. Here what we are doing, hex 3 ENE 1,5 diene. That is 6 carbon atoms is there. In one chain itself 2 triple bonds are there. So so we are calling it as a ENE should be coming first. In one parent chain itself 2 triple bond is there, means it's a di-YNE. So hex 3 ENE 1,5 di-YNE. So here 7 carbon atoms are there. So hepta 1,3 diene 6 YNE. Nomenclature of the branched unsaturated hydrocarbon. The following additional rules are observed when such hydrocarbons, maximum number of the double and triple bond should be there in the principal chain. Maximum length of the principal chain. Lowest positional numbers for the multiple bonds. Maximum number of the substituents should be present in the principal chain. Lowest locants for all the substituents, for example, that is nomenclature of the branched unsaturated hydrocarbon. The following certain rules should be followed. Maximum number of the double and triple bond should be there in the principal chain. Maximum length of the principal chain. We have to follow the lowest positional numbers, that is positional numbers in the sense locants for the multiple bonds. Maximum number of the substituents should be present in the principal chain. Lowest locants for all the substituents. For example, these are all the examples. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So see first one, how many 5 carbon atoms? So pent. So second position ethyl group is there. So 2 ethyl. First position ENE, that is alkene. So 1 ENA. Here we can check the example for here. Like okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. One parent chain itself, 2 double bonds are there. So here we will be calling it as a second position isopropyl. A secondary carbon atom contains hydrogen as well as a methyl group, means iso, the word should become as a prefix. So how many carbon atoms? Isopropyl, buta, that is buta, okay. Then this is a propyl, and then 1,3 diene because of a 2 double bonds. So next is the HC triple bond C. That is how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a penta, and then more multiple triple bonds are there. So we will be calling it as a diene. Di-YNE should come. Then ethinyl 1,2 means third position ethinyl, and then penta 1,4 triple bond is again diene. So okay. Nomenclature of the cyclic, alicyclic hydrocarbons. Nomenclature of the simple cyclic hydrocarbons and their derivatives. The following rules are observed in naming the hydrocarbons. Cyclo, a primary prefix is used immediately before the word root. In case of a alicyclic hydrocarbon, for example, cyclohexane, cyclohexene, cyclohexane. Because of the single bond here, because of the double bond here. So nomenclature of the simple cyclic hydrocarbons and their derivatives are as follow. The following rules are observed. Naming these hydrocarbons, cyclo, a primary prefix is used immediately before the word root in case of alicyclic hydrocarbons. So cyclohexane, cyclohexene because of the triple bond. If two or more alkyl groups or other substituents are present in the ring and their positions are indicated by the Arabic numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, and then while numbering the carbon atom of the ring, the substituent which comes first in the alphabetical order is given as the lowest number, provided it does not violate the lowest sum rule. If two or more alkyl groups or other substituents are present in the ring, their positions are indicated by the Arabic numerals, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. While numbering the carbon atoms of the ring, the substituent which comes in the alphabetical order is given the lowest number. It does not violate the lowest sum rule. So here 1, 2 dimethyl 2 methyl group. No, this is a cyclohexane because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbon atoms, pentane. First position is a ethyl, 1 ethyl, and second position is a methyl. So 1, 2, 1 ethyl, 2 methyl, cyclopentane. Here 1, 2, 3. So third position ethyl, 3 ethyl, 1, 1 dimethyl, cyclohexane. This is the example. If the ring contains fewer carbon atoms, then the alkyl group attached to it is a compound named as a derivative of alkane, and the ring is treated as a cycloalkyl substituent. Otherwise, it is named as a derivative of cycloalkane. If the ring contains fewer carbon atoms than the alkyl group attached to it, the compound is named as a derivative of alkane, and the ring is treated as a cycloalkyl substituent. Otherwise, it is named as the derivative of cycloalkane. So once again, I will repeat, if the ring contains fewer carbon atoms of the alkyl group attached to it, the compound is named as a derivative of alkane, that we know, and the ring is treated as a cycloalkyl substituent. Yes, in cycloalkanes or alkyl groups, that will be called as a cycloalkyl substituent. Otherwise, it is named as a derivative of cycloalkane. For example, see here, that is 4 carbon atoms, cyclobutyl, okay. In third position, that is 1, 2, 3, third position only, substituent, alkyl substituents are there. See 6 carbon atoms, so hexane. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hexane. See here cyclohexyl. Here it is a cyclohexane. So 2 cyclohexyl, this is the first. 2 cyclohexyl pentane, that is 5 carbon atoms are added as a cyclohexyl substituent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbon atoms means pentane. So cyclohexyl pentane. If, however, the side chain contains a multiple bond functional group and the alicyclic ring is treated as the substituent irrespective of the size of the ring. If, however, the side chain contains a multiple bond or the functional group, the alicyclic ring is treated as the substituent irrespective of the size of the ring. If, however, the side chain contains a multiple bond, that is double or triple bond, functional groups, okay, the alicyclic ring is treated as the substituent irrespective of the size of the ring. The side chain is treated, the alicyclic ring is treated as the substituent irrespective of the size of the ring, okay. So here 1, 2, 3 only, so propane. So 1, 2, 3 third position only the substituent is there. So first position 1 ene, because of a double bond it's considered as a ene. So cyclopropyl propene, 1 ene, it's correct. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms, hexane, cyclohexane. In 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth position as a substituent is there. This is called as a diene because in same chain itself 2 double bonds are there. So diene. So 4 cyclohexyl. How many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4. So buta 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 4 diene. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So third position. So 1, 3 diene. So this is the 2,4 dimethyl 1 cyclohexane hexene. So because of the double bond, we will be calling it as a cyclohexane. Here one double bond is there. So how we know 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, dimethyl. So second 2,4 dimethyl 1 cyclohexane. It's correct. So here double bond is there. So ENE. First position it carries ENE. Third position methyl group. But 3-methyl cyclohex 1-ene. If a compound contains an alicyclic ring and a benzene ring, it is named as the derivatives of the benzene. If a compound contains alicyclic ring, benzene ring, it is named as a derivative of the benzene. So here nitrobenzene is there. Here cyclohexane is there. So in how we will be naming a fourth position methyl group is attached. So 1,4 methyl cyclohexyl. So secondary prefix. 4 nitrobenzene. Fourth position nitro group is there. This is a benzene. So 4 nitrobenzene.